Hi, I Vinny welcomes you to my vlogs. Recently, I visited the Devbhoomi Dwarika with my family, which is in Gujarat. So I decided to take you people along. We had a stay in Okha, which is 30 kilometers from Dwarika, and that is why we decided to visit the Lord Krishna temple in Bhed Dwarika first. It's early morning and we had already reached Okha jetty. Bhed Dwarika is an inhabited island situated 3 kilometers off the coast of Okha. So one need to ferry it by boat from Okha jetty. Here we were waiting for the next shift of boat. And look at the little munchkin. He enjoyed his first ever boat ride to the fullest. This journey to Bhed Dwarika takes only 15 minutes and charges are very nominal. After getting down at Bhed Dwarika jetty, one need to walk for even less than 1 kilometer to reach the Krishna temple here. Bhed Dwarika is believed to be the original home of Lord Krishna during his years spent in Dwarika as a king. This place derived its name from Bhed, which means gift that Lord Krishna received from his friend Sudama. This is the main entrance of the temple where I was not supposed to film as mobiles and cameras were not allowed. Other than Dwarikadesh temple, Keshav Rai temple and Mahaprabhuji Baithak are also famous here, which people come from worldwide and visit. After the darshan, we decided to explore the local market out there. Bhed Dwarika is also called Shankhudar as this island is dotted as a large source of conch shells or shank. It was so hot that we decided to have some cane juice and chill ourselves. It was 11 in the morning and it was already so hot that we decided to take some rest as we have a baby too. So we went back, had brunch, fed the baby and then left early in the evening. Our next destination was Nageshwar Jyotirling. It is an important temple of Lord Shiv near Dwarika, where Lord Krishna himself used to worship Lord Shiva and do the Rudra Abhishek. Nageshwar Jyotirling is one of the 12 Jyotirling of Lord Shiva and believed to be the first Jyotirling on the earth. It is believed that it has the divine power to protect the worshippers from all kind of poisons. The scenario of the temple is so good that it mesmerizes everyone. There is a huge statue of Lord Shiva in sitting posture, which is one of the major attractions. T-Series owner Gulshan Kumar funded for this statue, which have boosted the tourism here to bits. Nageshwar Jyotirling is in Dharuka Vanam, Gujarat, which is 15 kilometers from Dwarika and 19 kilometers from Okha. Somewhere it lies between Dwarika town and Bhed Dwarika. Dharuka Vanam is a Sanskrit word that means forest of demon, Dharuka. There was a couple named Daruka and Daruki who used to live here. Daruki was a devotee of Parvati and was blessed by her, but her husband wants to destroy all kind of Hindu festivals and have no belief in God. One day, he imprisoned some Shiv devotees. Those devotees started Shiv chants which made him aggressive, and when he was about to kill them, Lord Shiva appeared in the form of Jyotirling and protected them. Thus, this Jyotirling is worshipped there and this place was named as Dharuka Vanam. When we left the place, the sun was about to set and we also headed to our last destination of the day, which is the main Dwarika temple. Dwarika is said to be the ancient capital of Lord Krishna's kingdom. Dwarika is one of the Saptpuris and one of the Char Dhamas. Dwarikadesh stands for King of Dwarika and Rukmini, the wife of Lord Krishna, was the queen here. Rukmini Mata's temple is 3 km far from main Dwarka temple. It is said that it's necessary to visit all the main temples, the Dwarkadish temple, the Bhed Dwarka, the Nageshwar Jyotirling and the Rukmini temple to complete the pilgrimage of Dwarka land. The Dwarkadish temple is a Pushtimarg and Vaishnav temple that follows the guideline and rituals created by Vallabhacharya. Look at the beautiful and peaceful view of Gomti river, and this is Sudama Setu, the bridge over Gomti river to connect the mainland Dwarka and the Panchkua temple on the other side. The Dwarkadish temple is situated very near to the sea, which magnify its beauty. The temple of Dwarkadish is famous for its flag worship. The flag or the dhwaja is changed 4 times a day, that indicates moon and sun. We also got to know some more interesting things about this place. This place had been a hub of archaeologists. Due to its close association with Mahabharata and mythical claims, it is said that there was a sunken city which got immersed in the sea. Archaeologists found some remains of the underwater sea, which they say that it got destructed because of coastal erosion. So this was it. I hope you liked this vlog and it was useful. Please share it with your friends and family as much as possible. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I shall meet you in the next one. Bye bye.